Yeah,
Open the floor.
we got first question here from Josephine Bonsol. Sabi niya, what songs these days move you? Do you have any new influences in your music?
I guess yung iba na din kasi yung parang platform na ngayon may masyadong madami ng mga online platforms, so naririnig mo na yung mga bagong kanta sa mga shorts, YouTube shorts, or sa mga TikTok, that kind of thing. So yun yung parang pinakabago na parang format na experience ko ng mga panibagong songs, ganyan. Kasi dati radyo, ganyan, nandiyan pa naman, pero parang very online na din kasi ngayon yung mga ma-explore yung mga kanta, bagong kanta. So,
And with the TikTok world and social media getting even bigger, have you discovered new artists that you like to listen to now?
personally, yun madami namang ding mga local na I went to yung Filipino Music Awards recently and medyo na-expose ako to. Of course, si Sir Eli Buendia was there. He has new stuff. Cup of Joe was there. You know, there's lots of like Janela, like lots of nice music, Diwata, ganyan, mga composing their own stuff na din na parang, and regional, parang representing their like regions, their own like parang regional mga culture nila. So, ayun. I guess it's also easier kasi now to hear mga sobrang layo na culture of music. You can find Palestinian music. I'm getting into that for a while. Or like mga rap ngayon, more beats. Ganyan, yung mga ganyan. That's more of like a local but parang kind of, mga mix of our cultures. Culture part.
And with the OPM industry ngayon, we start to see more and more revivals and people doing more and more covers of songs from before. Pero ikaw, if you were to choose a song that you'd like to cover, what song would that be? Do you have anything on the top of your head?
Personally, wala naman. I just try to be very open to suggestions like that. Ganyan. So, recently I've been getting recommendations na parang to cover yung Olivia Dean
Bagay.
song. So it's like, okay, parang I don't know, diba? Just like, diba, ganyan, I'll see what I can do, ganyan.
Ayan. And with our next question, maraming salamat, Miss Josephine Bonsol. And we have Miss Jacqueline Megan Ortega from Soundcheck Manila. Ayan. Sabi niya, what made you decide that now is the right time to sign again and release new music? What do you hope listeners feel when they hear this new track for the first time? And what would your message be to all the fans?
Yun nga, I was gone for a while and I wish there was like some kind of a juicy scandal, like reason to like explain why. It's really boring. I just got like busy with life, diba? So, yun, and there's a lot been going on in our country for like the past 10, before pa, diba? But the past 10 years, right, between the pandemic and all the political tensions going on. So parang it was really like, when would be the right, naghahanap lang din ako ng time, the right time, and really it's like, even especially now, it's like there's no right time. There's just to go do it, this is what we do. We try to bring joy to people, and as much as there's more serious matters and we should pay attention to those things, it's libagan lang talaga siya. It's entertainment, it's to give you some sense of relief from the kahit 3 minutes man lang na parang hindi mo pinag-isipan yung mga problema mo or something, and then you can go right back to paying attention to the things you should be paying attention in life. It's a quick 3-minute song, and hopefully it just gives people some joy or makarelate sila, ganun, if that's something they can relate to.
That is right. And Jacqueline also asked, since your last project, how have your experiences in your life changed the way you interpret songs right now?
Well, I guess yung last project ko personally, kasi away from the mainstream, nagbanda din ako with my band from college, Extrapolation. So it's not parang featuring Zia or something like that. So parang, it was very, mas nagigig kami ganyan, or like mga weddings, and it was really kind of like yung jazz na, not just yung parang mga standards na popular na standards. So it was really like parang trial by fire na learning of parang, to really like nagbubuhat kami ng mga gamit namin, wala kaming PR, wala kaming ganyan. So it was a nice, parang mas na-appreciate ko na now yung from top to bottom what it takes for someone in the mainstream, like everybody from the lights to the prompter to the band to the stage to the flowers everybody. So nung kami-kami lang nung band, and appreciate ko na din ngayon na kami-kami lang nag-outfit, nag-style, may stylist, may makeup, ganun. So just like much more deeply appreciative na din now of all the little things.
Yeah, thank you so much for Miss Jacqueline. Ito naman from Miss Radziel San Juan from Pulp Magazine. Sabi niya, how does your comeback single, Reto na Naman, reflect your creative growth as a musical artist?
I don't know, I guess for me there's a kind of going back to, kasi parang yung banda, collaborative siya in a way na may bassist, tapos may magsusulat nung may idea with the music, and then ako mas parang lyricist ako, pero parang mas English yung nasusulat ko with them. And now it's collaborative in a way that's very mainstream. You know, it really is like a team effort na between Sir Jonathan and Sir Junji and everybody involved, si Jazz Nicolas and everybody, si PV from Big Baby Studios. So I don't know, I guess there's a way I'm kind of going back, but in a way that's parang nagbago na din kasi yung music industry. It's much more open now to yung mga ideas mo, it's less formulaic.
Yes, that's right.
In a lot of ways. So I think it's also yung growth ba ng industry is parang nice for me to parang tap into again, rediscover.
And then as we're talking about the growth of our music industry, and you're starting your new journey here with Star Music, do you have any personal or professional goals that you hope to achieve with Star Music, syempre?
Yeah, both personally and professionally. Parang I always love working with si Sir Junji, and of course I've always wanted to work with Sir Jonathan Manalo, like personally, just because like you hear good things. My mom worked with him, and so it's nice to finally. Parang legend na siya, icon na siya. So parang you really want to explore yung creative side mo. You want to learn then from other people who know more than you, better than you. So that was very exciting.
What's one thing that you learned from Sir John while in the studio with him recording this song?
I guess it's more of like yung way of being. Yeah, it's hard to pinpoint kasi it's not like ito lesson number 1, ganyan, may chalkboard or what. It's really more of like how his mind works. Parang it's always like working, and he always has like yung energy din ba niya. He always like has like gives his like 100% like energy to something, which parang like parang it's nakaka-inspire lang din. It's nice to meet somebody na parang you can do it all, parang gano'n. Kaya pala, it's possible, parang gano'n. So ayun, yeah, I guess.
We got a question from Lance Martinez of Metro.Style. Sabi niya, as this contract signing officially marks your return to the industry, did you receive any message or advice from Ms. Sabadilla or Kay Karel?
Yeah, of course, but it's hindi kasi it's so everyday to us. It's like very talking shop. Alam mo yun, parang it's very normal to talk about. So as in literally from yung mga recommend nila na stylist or mga glam or just like what to do about things, paano nanibago na yung landscape of how to do things or but actually my sister Kay was the one who was like, oh, you should look into Cornerstone for you. Parang bagay kayo ganyan. Like, my mom recommended Star. So it's really because I was out of the loop. Parang hirap din namang to just walk in out of nowhere. Dito ako ganyan. Diba? Parang hindi ko din naman alam. So it's also like, very specifically yung mga ganun.
What were the reactions when they heard Reto na Naman for the first time?
I don't know. I don't really share much din kasi as a thread. I don't know. We'll see. Parang, ito siya. Parang, nangyayari ako, pati with my family, mahihain akong Shyness Palacio of Manila, di ba? Parang, thanks, sorry.
Well, with that, we like to ask you din kasi syempre na-mention mo yung the growing landscape of not only the music industry but social media itself and how you can promote yourself. So I'm sure you've been seeing online, your song Ako Na Lang has been resurfacing on TikTok. People have been using it as a sound.
Talaga?
Yes, totoo yan. They've been using it continuously. So what is your reaction hearing that? And seeing the impact that you and your voice have made with many generations, syempre.
I don't know, yeah, I met kasi recently yung Yes My Love, they're like a P-pop group na parang they covered then ako na lang, ganyan, and they were telling me na busisan kasi boy band sila, so may busisan, I was curious na, so parang may busisan kayo na NSYNC, ganyan, na parang, di ba kayo, ganyan, so it's really nice to see people kind of make it their own then, you know what I mean, which is kind of, yun din, kasi it's for like maybe like a younger crowd. I'm like in my 30s now, 30 more now, and so parang it's nice to see that there's something timeless about the words that Sir Junji wrote in his music. So parang nakaka-touch din naman.
Siyempre, timeless, masasabi din natin, timeless din yung boses mo, kaya tumatawid sa mga iba't ibang generations. Yeah. Siyempre, we got a question din from Christian Melanie Lee from Manila Concert Junkies. Sabi niya, with the new chapter in your music career, do you have any plans for 2026?
Not specifically, yeah, just like I'm still starting to get to know everybody at Star and how everything works, and of course Cornerstone and the industry like in general, because I was away for so long.
That's
and
right.
I don't know all of the things anymore, so parang just baby steps, ayun. So it's, I guess the plan for 2026 is just to generally start, because for a while parang I didn't think I would get here even. So, ayun, yeah, just no plans, but just very open to, want to be open to everything now. Kasi I'm sure dami nang nagbago, dami ng bagong movers and shakers, and you know, just taking it all in.
Well, whatever happens in 2026, we are so excited. We are so excited for that. And syempre, we got a question from Chris Ramos from One Music PH. Sir Chris, ayan, sabi niya, how did you overcome the psychological hurdles and pressures that came with being in the music business?
I guess it depends din kasi how one might define like psychological hurdles. Like personally, I went to therapy. Like I don't know if we're like open about talking about things like that yet, like as a culture. But like I think we should try to like speak about it without any stigma. You know, like when I was really in tough times, like it really helped because yung mga friends mo, mga kakilala mo, they can only help so much. There are certain things that like maybe a professional is better off handling for you, you know. So, ayun, and just like, yeah, just really tapping into family and friends. And what's important, yung magre-reevaluate ka talaga ng values mo in this kind of setting. And it feels bigger than you. Ganun, parang fame and celebrity and things like that. And ayun, just like people remind you who you are. People who care about you remind. When you're parang, sino ba ako? Ano bang gagawin ko? Ganyan. So, you know, I was thankfully reminded by people in my life kung sino man ako.
And speaking about who you are, Zia, syempre, Sir Chris also wants to ask, because you came out with your music at a time when it was still considered fairly new in the mainstream consciousness. So, syempre, what do you make of the surge of music that seems to come out after?
I mean, I'm very excited. Yun nga, kasi dati mas formulaic. Yung parang yung mga expectation, yung mga ito mabenta, din tayo, or something. But now it's like people are kind of given more liberties to explore yung artistry nila, ganyan. Mas siniseryoso na yung mga artistry ng tao in a way na dati parang afterthought siya eh. Parang, ikaw artist, yun yung brand. Artist ka, parang ganun. Whereas now, it's really taken...
Parang the artist comes first.
Oo, parang mas siniseryoso na siya like in a general sense. And it's nice lang din to see that a lot of like younger people are being taken seriously. A lot of people na baka hindi ganun ka-popular yung genre nila, siniseryoso na din. It's much more inclusive na din now, maybe in the last 10 years din. Parang as a people, mas inclusive na din tayo. Parang yung kultura natin. So that's always very nice to see.
Do you have anything that you'd like to explore in the music industry? Like sounds, certain sounds? Or
yeah,
you're open to anything?
Yeah, I'm pretty open to stuff. Yun nga kasi yung naging problema ko for writing mga originals. Kasi I don't have parang sound. Parang I like to collab with people or like kunwari, Beyonce country album, parang, oh, matry ko nga something country album, tapos may maririnig akong parang electronic na something, tapos I'll try sa GarageBand na, parang ba itong mga, settings na, fill with that, and so, it's hard for me, wala akong parang a concept album or something like that. I just kind of go with the flow, so it's nice to hopefully be around people who know how to help me channel that constructively instead of just parang puro experiment lang na,
Well, with whatever it is that you want to explore, we are so excited for all of that. But we want to get your thoughts din. Kasi syempre, this moment is not just special because of your launch and the contract signing, but we're also having it here in the Dolphy Theater. So how does it for you? Yes, round of applause for that.
Yeah, it's very, yun nga, full circle. Like Sir Jonathan said, madaming mga full circle moments na I get to in this part of my journey. Not meaning to, parang ganito, it just so happens that this was the most, parang logical place to have it, like logistically. So parang, it's also kind of bittersweet kasi there's a sense of like finality because we're moving into a new chapter of like this physical space won't be here, for much longer. So it's nice that we got to do this here while it's here. But I think my dad would feel like the stuff he taught us that's gonna last. Hindi nila magigiba yun. Yung asal na naturo niya sa atin. Yun yung baon di ba? That's what he was, yun yung tawag niya doon when he makes a movie. Pag gumawa siya ng movie or may ginawa siyang project, kailangan bigyan mo sila ng baon, right? Tatay na tatay, di ba? Bigyan mo sila ng baon, yung audience, right? They have to go home with something, like a lesson or something like that. So, even though this place might not be here for much longer, we'll always have him. We'll always have the stuff he imparted, the wisdom niya.
I love that. A round of applause for that. Thank you so much for those words. And syempre, before we end this Q&A, baka may message ka for all of the fans that awaited this special comeback of yours and what they can expect?
Sorry for the delay. Sorry for the delay. Ito na, miss you. Kamusta naman kayo? Sana okay naman kayo, safe kayo.
Okay, parang FaceTime lang.
Parang friend, di ba? Yun nga, because I love interacting lang din with my fans. Of course, now medyo mahirap na din.
That's right.
Yung stranger danger of things, di ba? Medyo na din. But yeah, I really do like to interact with my fans on like a personal note like that. Maybe that's why, parang ang hirap to address in like a general, parang kumusta ka, di ba? Okay na, text mo ko di ba? Parang, something, So yeah, just hope you're as excited as me, ganyan, and see you soon. More to come. God bless. All the best.
Parang nag-end na yung FaceTime ko.
Parang hirap mag-goodbye. Di ba ang haba ng goodbye? Tapos doon din kayo papunta same direction.
That is right. Everybody, see you, Quezon. And if there are no more questions from the press, that wraps up our Q&A with our friends from the media. Maraming salamat for all.